I think it's unfair when you think that you are not amazing, you are not smart, or you don't have anything to bring to the table just because you are not like somebody else, just because you are not like your neighbor, just because you are not like your friend. You need to understand that beauty is in diversity. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. My name is Oluwajoba. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to my video and supporting my content. If you are new, please don't forget to consider joining the family and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Joining the family means that you subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section below. As you have seen from the title, I'll be talking today about something that is I feel like it's really important for us to talk about. A topic that is close to my heart, and I believe that resonates with a lot of us. The art of not caring what other people think. We live in a world that is constantly buzzing with expectations and people wanting something of us, and we wanting something of other people as well. We are not saints in this. And in all of this, it is very easy for us to find ourselves with caring so much about what other people think about us and living our lives, or trying to position our lives in such a way that we almost don't have a say except someone else validates it. Yeah, we begin to live our lives by being validated by what other people think, and I feel like that is something that we shouldn't be doing, because sometimes we do that at the expense of our own happiness, at the expense of our own fulfillment, just because you want someone to think some way of you. You want your actions or you being you to be validated by other people. And if at the end of the day you are going to lose yourself, if at the end of the day you are going to lose your happiness, I honestly don't think it is worth it. And I feel like we need to constantly assess ourselves and understand the impact that seeking validation of other people will have or has on our lives. Which is one of the reasons why I decided to do this video. And don't get me wrong, this is also me. As I'm talking, I'm kind of having a think or rethink of my own life as well, and ways where I have sought other people's validation. Don't get me wrong, what other people think about you might sometimes be for your growth, might sometimes be beneficial to you, but when you live your life solely on the fact on what other people think, I think it's detrimental to us as individuals in the long run. And I feel like the only person that we need to always seek validation from, for the lack of a better word, or care about what they think, is God. Honestly, you need to understand that when you base your happiness, your fulfillment, or your image, who you are, on other people, it tends to affect your self-esteem. You begin to have low self-esteem. You might even have anxiety at some point, and sometimes it even deters you from having your own happiness, doing what you want, what you love, what will make you happy, what you find fulfillment in, just because somebody says that they don't see you like that. So I'm thinking, maybe when you sit down to realize that seeking validation from external, from the exterior, seeking validation from other people solely isn't good for you, maybe that would help you understand that you really shouldn't care. Honestly, you really shouldn't care. Another thing that I would say would help you in taking this path of not really caring what anybody thinks is realizing your self-worth, realizing who you are. It is so important. Like, this is one thing that I've come to realize, that the moment you understand you, the moment you understand that this is what I want to do, of course, I'm not saying be void of correction or be void of guidance as you go through life. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when you know that, at least to the best of your ability, and as for example, for myself, I try to live my life according to what God has ordained, as according to what God has instructed, at least to the best of my ability and with the help of the Holy Spirit. Now, if I am doing something that I'm very sure is in line with God's will, and somebody out there is saying, oh, you are too, for example, spirit cocoa, or any small thing, you will say pray, I honestly do not care. Do you know what I'm saying? So, because I know who I am, I know the value that I can bring to the table. I know of whom I am. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I feel like realizing your self-worth, being self-aware, knowing who you are, such that no matter what anybody says to want to make you feel less than you are, would have no impact on you. Don't get me wrong, there are days that even when I know that I really don't care what anybody thinks. Some people that maybe, for example, if somebody that I love says something that makes me question who I am, there are days like that. But the difference is I don't then build my life around what they have said because they have said it. I reevaluate my life and I see, okay, this thing that this person said, do I exhibit this, or did the person say it out of spite? If I see that I exhibit this and I know that it is a bad character, I try to work on it and be a better person. But if I know that what this person has said, the person just said out of spite, I honestly do not care. I honestly do not care, and I think you shouldn't too. Being self-aware means that you are paying attention to your feelings. It's like being a detective in your own case. You know what detectives do? They fish out. They try to see what's happening. So being a detective in your own case, pay attention to your feelings. Pay attention to your thoughts. That's what self-awareness. You are more in control of what's happening. You are more in control of your feelings. You are more in control of your thoughts. You are more in control of how everything is working around you. That's what it means to be self-aware. And I feel that once you are self-aware, you know your worth. What anybody thinks won't matter to you, in all honesty. I think it's unfair when you think that you are not amazing, you are not smart, or you don't have anything to bring to the table just because you are not like somebody else, just because you are not like your neighbor, just because you are not like your friend. You need to understand that beauty is in diversity. I am different. The next person is different from me. That's what makes everything beautiful. We can't all be the same thing. So if you are a certain kind of person, embrace who you are, and be self-aware. Know that this is who I am. It's different from who JB is. However, it doesn't make me less of a person. So instead of me trying to see myself with the way JB sees me, I see myself for who I am, and I work on my excesses, and I build on my strengths. Do you understand what I'm saying? And like I said, beauty in diversity. Like I said earlier, that there are times when someone will actually say something and like give you feedback, and where I said you check yourself. Now, realizing that negative feedbacks has a way of making you feel a bit sad and insecure about yourself. However, don't let these negative feedbacks hold you back. Don't let them ruin your fun. Just see negative feedback as a piece of a puzzle that makes you. Just what I'm saying. And the way I see it is that negative feedback, I would say constructive negative feedback, is very important, because it makes you see where you need to work on to even become more amazing than you currently are. So negative feedback in all is not a bad thing. Because I feel like by the time you are aware of who you are, you know your self-worth. When somebody gives you negative feedback, you'll see it as a way of improving on yourself. You'll see it as a way of making yourself better. Just what I'm saying. Not trying to live your life on other people's validation. I also think that setting boundaries will go a long way in not caring what other people think, because at the end of the day, it's the access that you give people that they use. I don't know if you understand what I mean. So if you are able to set boundaries, you'll be able to know when to care about what someone is saying. You'll be able to know when not to give a rat ass about what somebody's saying. Yeah, I feel like setting boundaries is also a very important thing to note in this part of not caring what other people think, because then you are able to keep yourself safe. You are able to stand up for yourself. You are able to know when to speak and when not to. Like I said, you are able to know when to care about what the person is saying and when not to care about what the person is saying. So I feel like setting boundaries and knowing when how to work on those negative feedbacks, I feel like they will help you in knowing when not to care about what people think, honestly. And I think another thing I wanted to mention is practice and patience. Just like anything, if you are someone who's been living your life on other people's validation before now, don't expect that now that you have decided that I don't want to live on other people's validation, it will just come to you with a snap of a finger. Just like every other thing, practice and patience. You need to practice it. You need to be patient about it. It would eventually come, but it will take a bit of time. And you need to acknowledge that not caring about what other people think is a gradual process. You take it a step at a time. Sometimes you will still find yourself caring. Then you need to, just like I said, self-aware. You need to tell yourself, kick in and tell yourself that no, I don't have to. And by the time you keep doing it, you find that you are better at it because you have been practicing it. And with practice, it means that you have to be patient, because on days when you think or you thought you would have not cared and you still cared, you'll be patient with yourself and know that it is a gradual process and it is not with a snap of a finger. Just know that learning takes time, honestly. Learning takes time. Once you've seen that, okay, I wasn't supposed to care about what this person said, but I still did care, you talk yourself back into it and you just keep practicing. Like I said, learning takes time, and with time it will come to you. Just be patient with yourself and be kind to yourself as well. So yeah, I hope this video was short. That was something that I just thought of over the week, and I just thought I needed to come and share with you guys. Like I said, not caring what other people think does not take you out of being like a guide in your life, of having people to, when you are going astray, to bring you back to the right path. It's just that you don't live your life on people's validation. Don't wait. And at the end of the day, even those people, when you mess up or when things fall apart, they really wouldn't care. That's the truth. You find that you are alone in all of it. So, and why would you want to rid yourself of your happiness? Why would you want to rid yourself of fulfillment? Why would you want to rid yourself of being an amazing person and being you? Everyone else is taken. Just you is what's left. Because of what other people think. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say today. I hope you picked something from this video, and I hope it was helpful. Like as always, don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section below, and don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and yeah, subscribe if you still haven't subscribed. You need to be seeing this beautiful face on a regular basis. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me as always, and I will see you guys in my next video. Jesus loves you. Bye.